How's it going, you guys? AZPlyo21 back again with another episode of our UFC save in WMMA 5. And here today we have UFC Fight Night, DERN versus AGAPOVA, a women's flyweight main event here today. And what should be a good one. We are making our way towards UFC 302, MARIYA versus Luque, 4 title fights on that pay-per-view. It should be a good one. Our last time out, we had UFC Fight Night, Davis versus Ponzinibbio, Joey Davis getting a big knockout win in that main event. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rankings before we get started with our card here today. Appreciate you guys for watching as always. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you have not already done so. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Links are down in the description below. You can also support me even further by helping me out on my Patreon. Link is down in the description below as well. It should be patreon.com/AZPlyo21. Looking at the rankings here, nothing at heavyweight. At light heavyweight, Menifield moving up 1 spot. Shabazian into the top 5 at middleweight. Pretty interesting to see there. At welterweight, Joey Davis into the top 10, moving up quite a ways. Super lightweight, Themba Gorimbo into the top 12. Love to see it. Thiago Moises moving into the top spot at lightweight, despite the fact that I believe Jeremy Kennedy will be next for the title. At featherweight, Jeremy Stevens moving down quite a bit. Doo Ho Choi into the top 20. Nothing at bantamweight. At flyweight, Benavidez moving up to the top 3. I believe, who's Ali Bagutina fighting? Ronnie Sadeh. I mean, yeah, Benavidez probably a win away from another title shot. Nothing at featherweight. Bantamweight, Aldana moving up to number 11. Nothing at flyweight or strawweight. Let's go ahead and get going with our fight card here today. UFC Fight Night, DERN versus AGAPOVA, live in Massachusetts. Of course, we've got 10 prelims to speak of. The first one being Michael Tobin and Arnold Allen going at it. And it's Tobin getting the decision here today after 3 rounds. Shamil Musayev taking on Leo Kuntz in the 155? Yeah, 155 division. And it's Musayev knocking out Leo Kuntz less than a minute into round number 1, 4-5 in his UFC career thus far. Jai Herbert taking on Mansour Abdurzakov. I believe also at 145, 155? 155. Herbert, small underdog to Abdurzakov, and with good reason. 3 seconds left in the fight, and Abdurzakov gets the win. Now 2-2 in his UFC career. Muslim Salikov taking on Jason Jackson at 175. Small favorite is Salikov, the Kung Fu King, and 18 seconds is all it takes for Jason Jackson to knock out Muslim Salikov, and he wants to fight Jonathan Webb next. Bartosz Favinsky taking on Sergey Kondoshko at 175. Big favorite is Kondoshko, but Favinsky gets the rear naked choke in round number 2. He's on a 4-fight winning streak, Favinsky. Interesting to see if he's ranked pretty soon. Shavkat Ramonov taking on Carlo Pedersoli Jr. Pedersoli, former UFC and Bellator fighter, but he is a big underdog to Shavkat Rakhmonov. 5-2-1 in the UFC. Only lost to Kamil Onachuk and Anthony Martin. He's a big favorite over Pedersoli, and Rakhmonov gets the decision victory here today. Edilov taking on Ragozin in the light heavyweight division. Ragozin, small favorite here today, and it is Ragozin getting the knockout in round number 2, 4-2 in his UFC career. Valdrin Estrefi taking on Levon Goodman, who missed weight at heavyweight. Yikes. 268 pounds, missed it by 2 pounds. He is the underdog as well, and Estrefi gets the win via armbar here today. Chris El Guapo Gutierrez taking on Alexander Platenko in another prelim, and it is Platenko in a fantastic fight, getting a rear naked choke in round number 3. 1-1 now in his small UFC career. Carrington Jet Setter Banks taking on Denilson Neves de Oliveira in what I believe is our final prelim here today at 145. And we have Carrington Banks getting the submission win in round number 1. 2-3 in his UFC career. Interesting to see, like, he has not really done well in this save at all. Still here in the UFC, getting a win here today, but he's not really fared very well First main card fight of the night, Alex Perez taking on Kai Kara France in the flyweight division. And it's Perez in a fantastic fight, getting a rear naked choke victory over Kai Kara France. Perez needing that one pretty badly. Got to win up at bantamweight, back to flyweight where he gets a win as well. 30 wins under his belt. Thiago Santos taking on Jordan Young in the light heavyweight division. A big test for young Jordan Young, taking on the 40-year-old veteran of the Octagon, Thiago Santos. And Young gets a submission in round number 2. 18-3 is his record. He's now 6-1 in the UFC, and he should be ranked. He should be ranked after that performance as well. JPB's taking on Said Nurmagomedov in the bantamweight division. JPB 16-3-1 taking on Nurmagomedov 19-7, and it's Bees who gets the unanimous decision win here today. He's ranked at the bottom of the bantamweight division. Couple of fights with Davis and Figueiredo, but now able to focus on other tasks. Justin Burlinson taking on Rafael Carvalho. And that's one thing with moving forward in this game, is that a lot of companies, a lot of loading to be done. It takes a little bit longer just to get through fight nights, which sucks, but it is what it is. Burlinson a big favorite at middleweight here, and it is Burlinson who gets the TKO win in round number 2. 6-0 in the UFC, still perfect. And I mean, he's maybe 1 or 2 fights away from a title shot. You never know, but he is climbing the rankings for sure. Loma Luke Bunmi taking on Corey McKenna in our co-main event at strawweight. Both ladies in the top 15 in the division, and it is Corey McKenna getting the submission in round number 1. And she's now on a 4-fight winning streak. She wasn't in the top 10, but probably is now, because Luke Bunmi was number 9. Love to see some small upsets like that happen in the co-main event. Here is our main event of the evening. In the flyweight division, MACKENZIE DERN taking on MARIYA Agapova. DERN, a 3-fight winning streak, last one over Jessica Andrade. MARIYA Agapova coming off a 4-fight win streak. I'm pretty confident in saying that the winner of this one will be fighting for the title in the near future. It is our main event. Let's go ahead and get it going. The fight begins. Oh, immediately going for a submission. Going for another one. Thinking about a leg lock. Can't get it. Thinking about a leg lock again. And wow, that is so quick. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes and 6 seconds into round number 1 in our main event. Your winner by submission due to a heel hook, and fighting once again for the title. Not even once again. This will be her first title shot. MACKENZIE DERN. Interesting. Interesting. 6,000 in attendance in Massachusetts. 1,500,000 at the gate. On tap to see MACKENZIE DERN get a big win here today. No popularity changes. We're already popular enough. Fantastic fight by Perez and Kara France. We do no KO bonuses, but let's see who gets those $100,000 bonuses. MACKENZIE DERN, Corey McKenna. We got Carrington Banks, not Platenko. We've got Jason Jackson, and we've got Shamil Musayev all getting $100,000. Congrats to them. Still make a nice $2 million in profit. And you love to see it. MACKENZIE DERN, the winner in our main event. Like I mentioned, we're making our way towards UFC 302. That should be a good one. 4 title fights on that one. I appreciate you guys for watching. Leave a like on the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Support me on Patreon if you would like to, and I will see you guys at the fights.